You're in Braves country. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee. A is for Aaron, the Hammer and Hank, the real home run king. Take that to the bank. B is for Bobby. Cox never cowered. He'd give Blue quite an earful on his way to the showers. C is for Chipper. Don't call him Larry. He would show up in Shea, the Mets he would bury. D is for David. Justice he'd bring. A Game 6 solo brought Atlanta their ring. E is for Eddie Matthews. 512 bombs away. Lit skies from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. F is for Fred. McGriff dog-biting crime. A fire was lit the day he arrived. G is for Glavine. Southpaw winds and kicks. Changing speeds east and west. A gem in Game 6. H is for Harry and his brother George Wright. The father of baseball, Boston pennants in flight. I is for inning, ending double play. Riley to Ozzie to Olsen all day. J is for Jones. Andrew let her fly. And his gloves in center is where singles would die. K is for strikeouts. A plenty from Strider. The quads in the stash, getting swings from that slider. L is for Lopez. Javi to B-Mac. Travis and Smurf, we've been lucky to see that. M is for Mad Dog. He won 355. Could swat flies with the changeup and still bust you inside. N is for Necro. He got to the hall by bending and knuckling and floating that ball. O is for Otis. Old Nixon could fly. The catch at the wall baffled our eyes. P still for Peterson. We were all rockin' pearls. With Eddie and Jorge, we were out of this world. Q is a quandary for why Dale is not in. Murphy MVPs again and again. R is for ranking. The top pitchers lore. Remember Kid Nichols, 107 WAR. S is for Smoltzy. The big three in the hall. When the game's on the line, you give John the ball. T is for Tyler. Matzik and the gift of 2021, the entire night shift. U is for Chavez, but we say Uncle Jesse. The frames, the release, kept the batters guessing. V is Van Weeren. Skip Carey 2. Don Ernie Joe, the tales from the booth. W is Warren. Spawn Johnny Sane. They'd ride him in Boston and then pray for rain. X is Mazzoni. Yeah, X marked the spot. Leo rocked next to Bobby and his pitchers stayed hot. Why it makes us feel young. The game's main appeal. Chopping through the battery, there's no better feel. Z is for Zip Boom Bam, Ramalama Ding Dong. Throughout the summer, we sing that song. From AJ to eyeglasses and a hell of a pen. Mad Max, Uncle Charlie, win after win. A cannon from short and RC you later. Acuna Matata, there is no one greater. Though you can't fit them all when you just A to Z. Think of your favorites in the rafters we see. I started with 3, then 10, 25, 47, 31, and of course 29. Let's not forget 21, 41, 35, the Great 44, or 755, and old number 6, who led his great teams. The pennants were flying. It felt like a dream. From Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta's TBS, a family, a tradition, Braves Country's the best. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee.
Like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and flat out deceived.
Why did you get so drunk?
You got drunk. I'm just really exhausted.
What's in that cup?
Rum and Cokes?
Do you have any idea how important this is? We're trying to save the pub boat. Really? This is what you're doing? This is what you're doing?
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam, ding-dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. A banger, and she's gone, baby.
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Swung line drive left field. 1 run is in. Here comes Reed. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to 1 strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to first, and here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our fans here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Play ball!
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Keep playing like this, will be the laughing stock of the league.
All right, let's get back to basics. This is a baseball. The object of the game is to keep the baseball within the confines of the...
You're in Braves country.
Down a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys, and join us for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set to bring you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside and get set for what should be a great day on Braves Country Radio. We'll go through the lineups today as the game moves along. Put your click in the chat, slap that like, and let's get ready, Braves Country. We'd like to thank everybody for choosing Braves Country Radio, and a special thanks to all the country club members. Please like on your way in and subscribe, set those alerts, and share Braves Country Radio to help build the crowd so we can continue to bring you the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves Baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation is in its 5th season of bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 170 Atlanta Braves ball games. Please like and subscribe today. Join the country club. Thank you to all the country club members. You help support Braves Country Radio.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves Country.
Good afternoon, Braves Country. Let's see who we got in here. Last 5-10 minutes or so. Justin Hightower, good to see you, country club member. We've got country club members. Scooby-Dooby. Jason Up and Adams. 522 Freedom. Tree Nug. Braden Quinn. We've got country club members Justin Hightower, Justin Green Machine. I'm sure Uncle Charlie's in here, and PETA, and B.A. Baracus, Brian Andrews, James Fisher, good to see you. John. We also have Timothy. Who are the other? Well, Timothy's the only non-member that I see so far. After the door was kicked open. So good to see you, Timothy. I'm sure others will be coming in. I know church is always a top priority on Sunday in Braves Country, and it's also August, so people are probably taking a final dip in the water somewhere around this great land of ours. We're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, we are going to give you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and get you set. We'll be back in a flash. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. Perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom. Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Join the country club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the country club today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, We're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
adventures in time and space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball. No more measles and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves Country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
Can you predict what will come in 100 years, or in 10, or in the next minute? Some people think they can. Nuclear scientists, mathematicians, astronomers, biologists, because they see beyond the known dimensions of time and space.
You're in Braves Country.
Good afternoon, Braves Country! Happy Fun Day Sunday. We don't start playing a heck of a lot better. We've only got so many of these left, right? One more for the month of August, and then we have 4 in September, and then that's it. We will bring you Major League Baseball postseason, but we're not going to try to compete with the Braves. If the Braves aren't in it, we won't try to compete with football. It's just kind of, we've done that before, and it's just kind of shooting ourselves in the foot. We'll give you a bunch of content during the week is the short of it. But if the Braves make a run, as always, we'll give you every pitch, every play in their postseason. They got to get it together, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's getting scary. I think I saw some others jump into the chat while we were heading to break. I know I saw CT. Good to see you. Bright Wolf, good to see you. Who else have we had in here? My man Nathaniel Brooks. SS Dub. Atlanta Braves will be wearing their home whites and trying to avoid a sweep and win the season series 8-5 as opposed to 7-6. It's all going to ride on the arm of Bryce Elder. Now, he pitched well against the Mets last time out, But we all know he's been very Jekyll and Hyde. You don't know who you're going to get. And sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. He has pitched well against good teams and terrible against bad teams, and vice versa. So it's not like he just steps up for the challenge and overlooks the weaklings. It really comes down to the control of that sinker. And Bill Miller normally has a pretty wide strike zone, so we'll see what happens here today. It's going to be the hot sun in Atlanta. Big Bill Miller is not going to want to be out there very long, so I'm guessing he's going to have a wide strike zone. So if you're looking to hedge anyway, I would most likely lean on the under. Let's take a look at that real quick. I haven't looked at the line today like I normally do for y'all. It is over-unders 9.5, and the Braves are plus 1.5 at a minus 130. So there you have it. Mets are in their road grays, New York across the chest in blue, outlined in orange, along with the numerals and the names on the back. A darker blue hat, not what I would call dark blue, but a darker blue hat with the orange NY interlocking on the front of the hat representing the city of New York, and a throwback to the orange of the New York baseball Giants. The blue is for, it's essentially supposed to be Dodger blue. It's a little darker than Dodger blue. And here's hoping they have fixed the 3D, although I'm not expecting it. I'm thinking that might be something, whatever's wrong with it's been wrong in the last few days, I'm thinking it's going to get fixed after the weekend. Braves recalled Hunter Stratton, Wander Suero. They also placed Aaron Bummer on the IL. I guarantee you that is a ghost IL, but it's fine. It'll take him to the September call-ups next week. Fetty was DFA'd, and they also, honestly, they may just be trying to limit the innings of Aaron Bummer as they have him under contract for next year as well. Left to right across the outfield, it's Jerkson, Profar, Harris, and Acuna. Around the horn, back to usual, Nacho, Allen, Ozzie, and Olsen. Sean Murphy gets behind home plate. We are just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. As Bryce Elder comes set. See if we can bring in this 3D earlier than normal. And yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country. First pitch on the way is off the plate, wide sinker for a ball. It's 1-0. So we'll see what happens with the 3D, if it bails on us, we'll try to adjust to it, but I'm not going to ruin your broadcast worrying about the fact that they can't keep it together at MLB headquarters. The 1-0's fouled straight back. It's 1-1. Righty-lefty matchup. The 1-1 swing belts it down the right field line, but foul. Man, he smoked that one. A little worried about the Mets offense seeing Bryce Elder this quickly. 2 times. The 1-2 pops it up high in the sky. Calling for it. Making the catch is Ozzie Albies on the way. 1 down. First pitch on the way by Soto is dribbled over to second. He'll ground out to first. 4-3 put out. And there's quickly 2 down. Two up, 2 down. Pete Alonso, the batter. First pitch is inside, first strike. It's 0-1. And we got whatever this is. We got the idiot ghost catcher doing the straw man in the middle of the plate. It's back again. The 0-1 down and away. 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Check swing. Does he go around? They check down at home plate umpire, or excuse me, first base umpire, I should say. Stu Fairchild. Evens up the count 1-1. It makes it 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Pitch on the way, outside wide, 2-2. Braves nothing, Mets nothing. The 2-2. Inside. Good take by Alonso, full count. So a full count now to Alonso. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the sinker down and in, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
Top of the morning to you. I have never heard an Irish person say that in real life, and we f***ing hate the morning. You've been told now, if I hear it again, you're a racist.
If I gave you a hall pass to, do whatever,
Okay.
who would you choose? Anybody in the world.
Okay. You're not going to get mad, right?
No, I'm not going to get mad.
Okay. I would choose Drew Starkey.
Drew Starkey?
Yeah.
Who's that?
From Outer Banks. Rafe?
Rafe?
Yes.
The crazy one?
The crazy one.
You'd pick him?
I would pick him. Yes, I would.
You think he's hot?
Yeah, I do. Well, what about you? I said mine. Who would be yours?
I'd probably pick your friend Brooke.
You're not supposed to say somebody that you know on a personal level.
Why would it matter? It never happened anyway.
How would you know that would never happen? You know her. It could possibly happen. She could totally be into you or something.
Because I've already tried.
You've already tried.
Yeah.
With my friend Brooke.
How do you think I met you? Y'all broke at the bar together. I talked to her. She blew me off and said, go talk to her.
So you settled for me. Is that what you're saying?
Really? Why don't you go date Drew Brewski?
I can't date him!
He came in with about 2 or 3 weeks to go in the season. He said, Buck, I just want you to know I'm going for it. I said, what do you mean? He said, I'm going to let it rip for the next 2 weeks. I may blow it out in day 2, but I'm going for it. And I got to tell you, for 2 or 3 weeks, he was Mattingly of old. That last year, I was like, oh my God.
Mattingly can still do it, can he?
I mean, it was just this, hey, I'm here. I'm not going to hold anything back. If my back falls apart, so be it.
And I just remember talking so much trash in the locker room. We got to win every day, every day. So we win the game, it's like we got to win tomorrow. And I think that was probably as much fun as I ever had. That was fun.
Over the season's final 3 weeks, Mattingly batted .349 and led the Yankees to 18 wins in 22 games, giving them control of their fate on the final day of the season.
We've played great baseball down the stretch, and we've given ourselves an opportunity to control our own destiny today.
Welcome back to Braves Country Baseball. First pitch on the way. Lefty-righty matchup. David Peterson fires one in there. This is outside for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Right there at the knees. 1-1. Braves have already secured the series win, season series win. 7 out of 12 games so far. They're looking for 8 out of 13. 1-1 fouls it back, 1-2. Last matchup between the Braves and Mets in the regular season until 2026. The 1-2 count. Down and in, good take. 2-2. Last time Peterson faced these Braves, he had a 6-0 lead early in the game and imploded in the fourth inning as the Braves scored 9 runs and went on to win the game 11-6. 2-2 misses outside wide, full count. Matt Olson stands on deck. Peterson, the southpaw, the payoff pitch, down and in, ball 4. So Jurickson Profar will head on down to first. He'll get on down the road.
Well, the jerks start calling. They're running out of you. It's smart. It's a smart line, and a smart crowd will appreciate it. And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience.
Matt Olson, lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Right down Main Street, 93-mile-an-hour heater. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Olson batting .268 on the year. 19 home runs, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Left to right across the outfield for the Metropolitans today, it's McNeil, Mullins, and Soto. As the 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Olson down on strikes. 3 pitches, pretty easy dealing there, 1 away. Round the horn for the Metropolitans, it's Mauricio, Lindor, Beatty, Vientos, and Torrens behind the plate today. Ron Acuna Jr. stands in. .301 batting average. 15 home runs on the year. The first pitch, swing, rifles it back up the middle. Hot shot, and it's a line drive single, and your Atlanta Braves have something going here. That ball was absolutely smoked. About took Peterson's head off. Woo! Talk about a close shave on a Sunday morning.
Bravo.
He threw it up there and zing, that thing almost took his, just went over his pitching shoulder into the outfield. What you'll see from Peterson, assuming he's able to get up, is a sinker, a four-seamer, a slider, a change, and a curve. Predominantly, it's a sinker, four-seamer, slider mix you see. He sprinkles into the change and curve at about 28%. First pitch on the way to Ozuna's off the plate, called for a strike. We're already here with Big Bill Miller behind the plate. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Up top. A little bit behind that one. It's 0-2. Braves nothing, Mets nothing, but Atlanta's got something cooking. 2 on, 1 out, bottom of the first. Speed on the base paths. We go shopping in the gap, we'll probably score 2. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got the early strike that was not a strike, and it really set up Peterson for that strikeout. His second strikeout of the inning, 2 down. Two down. It's funny, the the Mets cast, as the first pitch on the way to Ozzie is dribbled into the third base dugout. It's 0-1. First pitch swinging Ozzie. You know you're going to get it, especially on a Sunday afternoon. The Mets describe his sinker as a two-seamer, but Prospectus and most of all the other sites call it a sinker. And it's what I've been saying for years, that they're basically the same pitch. The 0-1 pops it up, lazy can of corn into center field, and that'll end the inning. So we get a couple of things going. Ozuna strikes out, and Ozzie gives up his at-bat. We'll be back in a flash.
From Malcolm Butler's interception in the end zone to David Tyree's helmet catch, what's the greatest play in Super Bowl history?
We live in, kind of up in the woods, in the city limits, but kind of in the woods. I've never been a rich guy. I mean, you wouldn't know it. And I just don't fit in that world at all, and I get real uncomfortable around it. And I don't do any of that stuff. Never been skiing, never been at, the places that I've been where the rich and famous gather are places that I've had to go. I have to go to the premiere. I have to go to the film festival, and they're putting us in this thing in a chalet on the mountain, and, all this kind of thing. I have one vacation spot in mind. One of these days, I'm taking my kids for Christmas to Vermont or New Hampshire or somewhere like that. And we're going to get one of those houses like in the Budweiser commercial, where they got the horses driving by in the sleigh and all that kind of thing. Outside of that, I'm not the vacationing type. A beach in the Bahamas or something like that is my worst nightmare. Excess kind of creeps me out, but I like to have a good pair of boots.
God, a home run for Don Mattingly in the game that could send him to the first postseason of his career. He finds the stroke that so many said was gone.
That run at the end of '95 was spurred by their desire to get Mattingly to the postseason.
That was probably the forethought on everybody's mind was we need to get to the playoffs for Donnie.
All you have to do is watch the last game that they won in Toronto where they clinched and Mattingly goes down to his right knee. They all were celebrating with him.
The New York Yankees have won the 1995 first ever wild card. Don Mattingly finally going to the postseason.
It felt so good to get in that day in Toronto when we clinched. Oh my gosh.
Good feeling. I know excited. Probably sound just like everybody else that made it, but it's a great feeling for me, man. 13 years, man, it's wild. It feels great.
Welcome back, Braves Country Radio. Braves Country Baseball on a Sunday afternoon. First pitch on the way to Jeff McNeil. It's a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup, the 0-1. Misses outside wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing, chops it foul. 1-2. The 1-2. Down and in. Sinker, 2-2. Two count. McNeil, who hit a home run last night. The 2-2 pitch misses high. Ball 3-2. Mark Vientos stands on deck. Elder trying not to walk the leadoff man here in the top of the second inning. A 0-0 score. The payoff pitch. Bangs it down the line. Foul. We'll do it again. Braves are only 17 games out of first place. The payoff pitch outside, high and wide, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. They're showing that graphic up there. You talk about, like, man, what year is this? Feels like the mid-'80s or right when we did the rebuild after we got rid of all the Uptons and the Uglas and all the other bozos that were striking out left and right. Just a year where they were just absolutely been crushed by injuries in the pitching staff, and then you add that, and the offense did not get clicking till the second half of the season, and then to top it off, they were not spending because they're trying to reset so they don't get continuously handcuffed for the next half decade. Perfect storm for a whole lot of nothing. 1-1 count, runner at first. Inside, 2-1. But you got to like your chances going into next year, assuming health. We're going to have a really deep rotation. They're going to go out and spend, and I'd say the first thing they're going to do is they're going to fortify that bullpen and then go try to find a shortstop. 2-1 down and in, ball 3, 3-1. 3-1 count. 0-0 your score. Pitch, swing off the end of the bat, going deep into left field, and that ball is gone. A 2-run shot, and Elder has already coughed up 2 runs. It is 2-0 here in the second. I don't believe there'd be any takers, but I would love to see Bryce Elder put together in a package to help bring us in somebody. It's time for him to have a new place to call home. Sometimes a change of scenery and a different coaching staff could possibly change Elder around. Because what he's doing is just, it isn't working. He doesn't have the velocity to rely on that sinker as one of his main pitches. I still believe the guy would be much better coming out of the bullpen for somebody, whether it's us or somebody else. First pitch on the way, swung on, dribbled up the middle, 6-3, put out, 1 down. Quick at bat there for Brett Beatty. If you could let him just rock and rip out of the bullpen, basically have 2 pitches, maybe a third, he could be a decent middle of the bullpen guy. But outside of that, as a starting pitcher, he's really just out there to eat innings and give up runs. First pitch on the way, down and into Mauricio. He went around. It's 0-1. And I know there are folks out there who still think Elder can turn around. Let him turn around somewhere else, because whatever they're doing in Atlanta for him isn't working. The 0-2, his ERA is now 6.37 on the year. That's not acceptable. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. I'd rather have like the Cal Quantrells and the Eric Fetties of the world and guys like that, the veterans, who you know you're not expecting anything of, but they're crafty enough to try to get out of the jams. Elder needs to go somewhere where he can pitch and it doesn't matter on the wins and losses next year for him. To go, whether he's on the up top or on the farm, and just kind of rework his stuff or get transitioned to the bullpen. First pitch on the way is a strike at the knees. The Torrens, it's 0-1. The 0-1, right there for a strike, it's 0-2. Oh, 2 count. I mean, Elder's still a young guy. There's going to be some takers. I just don't know if you're going to get a lot for him. The 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. But that flash in the pan where he made the All-Star game, that's over 2.5 years ago, and he hasn't looked anything like that since. The 1-2, dribbles it over to Ozzie, and it'll be a 4-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. Another home run given up by Elder, but the Braves keep it right there at 2. We'll grab the bats. We've got to start getting some runs on the board.
I'd like to kiss you, but I just washed my hair. Bye.
All right, this is how to vent on social media. Step 1, don't. We're all either divorced, broke, fat, or depressed. It's not just you.
Sometimes when I have a bad day, I remember that there's people going through the same thing that I'm going through, but with kids.
On June 8, 1965, in New York City, the Kansas City Athletics made the first #1 pick in MLB history by choosing Rick Monday, a future all-star outfielder who'd also play for the Cubs and Dodgers in his 19-year career. The 36th pick was Johnny Bench, who many believe to be the greatest catcher of all time. The 190th pick was one of the all-time great pitchers in Tom Seaver, but he decided to play another year at USC. The last big pick in the draft was Nolan Ryan. Hal McRae was drafted this year, and
I'm sick and tired of all this bullshit. I ask questions every night.
The Big Red Machine entered 1975 as the class of the National League as usual, but defeats in the World Series in 1970 and 72 had been followed by a stunning playoff loss to an underdog Mets club in 1973 and a second-place finish in 74. For all of their talent, the team still had not won a World Series title.
It was hard for us because we think we can win all the time. But in 75, we put everything together again, and we got one of the greatest teams ever.
The Reds would win 108 games in 1975, the most by any National League team in 6 decades. For his part, Bench led the club with 28 home runs and 110 RBI. The Reds then swept the Pirates in the NLCS.
The Reds win the National League Championship.
To set up a meeting with the Boston Red Sox in the World Series, where it felt like all the pressure was on Cincinnati to finally get it done.
Welcome back, Braves Country Radio. David Peterson goes to work. First pitch swinging by Harris. That'll be an easy out. 1-3. Got him. One pitch, one out for Harris. Back to that once again. They got to quit letting Ozzie and Michael sit next to each other on the bench or something, because they have the same game plan. I mean, let's put a rest to it. They keep looking at the replay, but Peterson definitely beat Harris's foot on the back. First pitch on the way to Nacho Alvarez. He's outside for a the 0-1. Misses down and in, 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Into the dirt. 1-2. Mets 2, Braves nothing. Bottom of the second inning. Lefty-righty matchup. Peterson fires. High and inside. 2-2. So though we got a couple of runners on in that first inning, it's a 2-2 outside wide. 3-2. Profar walked, and then Acuna with the hot shot up the middle. Peterson's only at 21 pitches because Ozzie saw 2 pitches and Michael saw 1. 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. He was way behind on that one. Must have been sitting on a breaking pitch, which always is doomsday if you're a batter in the major leagues. Sean Murphy, the batter, first pitch on the way, is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. I thought about taking Sean to click because he's so due, but I'm tired of jinxing him, so I left him alone. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Sean Murphy's been sitting on 16 home runs. It feels like it's been since April. He came out hot. When he first came off the IL to start the year, And he's had a couple of spurts this year, but it's been huge droughts. The 1-1 lifts it into left field. That'll get down, seeing eye single for a base hit. Maybe that'll get him going. Man, he's going through it.
Smurf is me. I must call an emergency meeting.
That'll raise his batting average to just .207 on the year. Kind of a jam shot that he was able to lift over shortstop, and the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Nick Allen. First pitch on the way. Allen shows bunt, offers at a pitch about 2 feet out of the zone for a strike on a bunt attempt. It's 0-1, man. The 0-1. Rifles it foul and out of play. It's 0-2. I get the idea of trying to drop a bunt to catch him off guard or whatnot, but when the ball's that far out of the zone, you can't keep chasing it. It was basically a pitch-out pitch. The 0-2 count. Kicks and fires. Misses high, but called a strike 3. Terrible call by big fat Bill Miller. Will go to the top of the third, and nothing but crickets from the dugout.
Are you comfortable? No, I'm not. Okay. I don't really like to spoon. Can we, if I stay here, can we just sleep in a realistic position? Sure. Because if I feel you move or like sweat or breathe, I'll like wake up and I'll just like lay here resenting you.
Okay.
All night. So yeah, can we put this pillow in between us? Like that would be good.
If we put pillow this between us?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm nitpicking, but like you're breathing on me pretty hard right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just breathe up towards the sky and not like.
Hi, everybody. I'm Vin Scully, and welcome to Game 6. The last time the Boston Red Sox won a World Series, the Doughboys were dug in the trenches of France, Mademoiselle Armentières, and finally, Johnny came marching home. They're trying to do it again tonight, and they're giving the ball to the best pitcher in the American League, Roger Clemens.
If somebody tells me to take it down a notch, I'm immediately taking it up at least 5 notches.
Meeting with the Boston Red Sox in the World Series, where it felt like all the pressure was on Cincinnati to finally get it done.
If we'd have lost that one, we lose the Orioles, we lose to the A's, and now we're going to lose again, and we are the Big Red Machine? Come on.
The series would turn out to be one of the most memorable of all time.
You had exciting games. Every game was exciting.
The Reds took a 3-2 series lead into Game 6 in Boston, which set up one of the most famed endings to a postseason game ever.
Bottom of the 12th inning, and it'll be Fisk, Lynn, and Petrocelli against Pat Darcy, who has been very impressive in 2 innings.
Pat Darcy pitches great, got ball movement, everything. 12th inning, he goes out to warm up, and he barely gets it to me. I mean, he is barely getting it to me. And we didn't have any pitchers left.
And Fisk will lead it off, has a single and has walked twice. He's been on base 3 times.
I turned and looked in the dugout, and I looked at Sparky. I went, no chance.
Welcome back. It only took us to the top of the third to get a Chipper Jones reference. The 0-1 misses high and out of the zone, 1-1. There it is, baby. There it is. Call drunk Chipper. He don't want the job, but let's offer it to him. The 1-1. Did he go around? They're going to say it hit his foot. I thought it did, but Miller's over there checking a check swing. I thought it hit his foot. Tells you how bad Miller is at his job. Yeah, it hit him right on the foot, and Miller is over there checking down the line to see if he went around. God, he's bad. So 1 on, nobody out. High pitch high, dropped by Murphy, stolen base. There's that elite glove that we're told about. He makes up for batting right there at the Mendoza line. So a stolen base, another one on Murph. It was a pitch out. It was a perfect pitch out, too. Looking at it again, I mean, maybe Elder should have it a little lower, but it's right there. If you're a major league catcher, you got to catch that, rip it to second. And you should have the runner, but instead, another stolen base on Sean Murphy. The 1-0. Right there first in the strike zone. Another missed call, 2-0. 2-0 count. Kicks and fires. 2-1. Righty-lefty matchup. The 2-1 pitch. Runner at second. Nobody out. Swing, swats it away. We'll do it again. Infield back into the right. The 2-2. Caught looking, strike 3. Hammer on the inside track, one away. Bryce Elder has struck out 3, walked 1, but the big hit was that 2-run shot that gave them the 2-0 lead in the second inning. Juan Soto now the batter. He grounded out to second his first time up. First pitch on the way is a pitch off the plate, called for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Another pitch, another sinker off the plate, even further off the plate, 2-0. 2-0 count. Brings it right there on the outer edge, 2-1. The 2-1 count. Pete Alonso on deck. Elder brings it high and out of the zone. Ball 3-1. Really nibbling, and they're kind of, I mean, when you don't go inside at all to a batter, you're kind of giving him a chance to cheat. But 3-1, misses high, didn't matter, ball 4. So a 5-pitch walk, his second walk of the day. And Pete Alonso, who has 29 home runs, comes to the plate with a chance to blow this open. Alonso, a slow runner, so you can get a double play ball on him, but he's a fly ball hitter, so it's not always going to be that easy. Righty-righty matchup. The first pitch on the way to Alonso is up top for a strike. It's 0-1. Elder 46 pitches in. The 0-1 from Elder. Looks back the runner at second. The pitch right there. P at the knees. 0-2. This is typically where he tries to go to the slider on the right-handers. If you can get him to swing and miss, or even bang one softly on the ground, you could turn two. Just got to make sure you don't hang that frisbee, because that is right in his wheelhouse. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, chops it over towards short. They're only going to have one play, 6-3, but there are now 2 down. Soft roller. There's a sinker in on the hands. That's the pitch they struck him out with his first time up. This time he was able to get a piece of it and move the runners along. So a productive out nonetheless, even though that's not what he was gunning for there. And now a single could double the lead. McNeil the batter, Vientos on deck. You got the left-hander at the plate, right-hander on deck, but the right-handers who took you deep the first time. So pick your poison. Infield will be back into the right, playing McNeil to pull. Nacho all by his lonesome over there on the third base side. I honestly believe you're better off playing Allen over there by his lonesome and let Nacho cheat over there on the second base side. First pitch on the way, a swing. Ripped down the line, foul, it's 0-1. Allen has so much more range. And Nacho he's realistically a second baseman by nature. You could do a number of things. One thing you could do is have him and Ozzie flip-flop, but regardless, they're both playing second base essentially. The 0-1 slices it down the line, foul, it's 0-2. If you're going to have Nick Allen in there with little to no batting skills, you might as well use his defense. And they used to do that you remember before they came up with the shift rules? Austin Riley used to play shallow right field. The 0-2. Hot looking strike three. Not sure what he was looking for, but the sinker got him at the top of the zone, and we stay right there. So, Bryce Elder's dancing around danger. Let's get him some runs, Braves country.
I mean, I don't have an OnlyFans or nothing, but if you want a Zoom call, I'll sit on a cake and fart. I have Cash App and Venmo.
We are not rehabs for broken men.
We are not banks for broke women.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Replace the word problem with the word opportunity in all your thoughts.
Okay. I have a very severe drinking opportunity.
All right, by show of hands, who is financially hanging on for dear life, and the only hope left is for one day the economy to improve. Until then, we are just surviving.
What's the status of getting that quote over to Wilmington Logistics? I need that ASAP, please.
Yep, so we should have it by end of day tomorrow, as long as we get the Matter Daddy on time.
The what? The what?
The Matter Daddy.
What's the matter, Daddy?
Nothing. What's the matter with you?
There it goes, a long drive. If it stays fair, home run.
It was the drama of it all.
Red Sox win it 7-6 in 12 innings. And Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there, Joe.
And Boston won that series 3-4 from what I hear.
And Sparky says, Big Red Machine my ass. I said, Sparky, relax, man. We got him right where we want him. Did you see that celebration they just had? They won't be able to come back to the ballpark the next day.
But the Red Sox didn't just make it to Fenway. They grabbed an early lead in Game 7. Still, the Big Red Machine remained unfazed.
He's down 3-0 in the sixth. I say, hey, the game's not over yet. Wait a minute.
And when he came to the plate in the 6th, Tony Perez cut the lead to 1 run with 1 swing.
Perez slammed it over the screen, and now we have another 1-run ball game.
Jerickson Profar leads us off here as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lefty-righty matchup, first pitch on the way. 92 up top. Just out of the zone for a ball, it's 1-0. Same spot where he's been calling strikes all day long. The one, who was it that he called strike 3 on? The 1-0. Smacks it on the ground over to first. First base side. Beatty over there. Second to first. I believe that was the strikeout to Allen last game. It's the same spot, and he calls it a ball. That's the most frustrating thing when you get a bad umpire with Bill Miller, is Bill Miller is not consistent with his bad calls. If he's consistent, you can say, all right, that's where the strike zone is today, whatever. First pitch on the way to Matt Olson is down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. 92 at the knees, 1-1. He struck out with these 3 pitches his first time up. Peterson works quickly on the mound. You'll see him moving and shaking all day long to 1-1. Slow roller over to second, 4-3. 2 up, 2 down. really not making him work much at all. You can see a lot of quitting that dugout on a Sunday afternoon after losing 2 games. 33 pitches in. At this rate, he's going to go 7 or 8. First pitch on the way to Acuna misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. And it frustrates you as fans, because as fans, you're like, man, if I can come in here and if I can sit here and pull for you all 162, can you at least go out there and give a professional at bat? The 1-0. Sizzles it back foul. It's 1-1. Acuna smoked one up the middle, almost took off Peterson's head the first time up. The 2-0 pitch. Inside. Did he go around? He did not. 3-0. Oh, he called one of those in. All right. So a 2-1 count. Oof. Swing and a miss at a slider. Nowhere near the zone. The 2-2. Challenges him up top and blew it right by him. 1-2-3. The Braves go down in order, trailing by 2. We go to the 4th in a fast-moving game here in Braves country.
I can't wait for fall, dude. I'm such a 70-degree slut. When that dude, man, just thinking about it, oh my God, 50 to 70 degrees. I eat it up, man. It's best weather ever, best fits ever. Everything's so good, dude. The air just smells fresh. Smells crispy. It's got that autumn scent. You know what I'm saying? You know when you go outside and you go, that's what they're putting in those candles. Candles! Oh my Bed Bath & Beyond, watch the out.
I'm just gonna say this. If you live in the South and you one of them folks that want a long summer or you wish it stay warm for a few more weeks, don't nobody like you. We don't like you.
And knowing the Big Red Machine like I did, we knew we were going to come back from a 3-2 deficit.
A Pete Rose single in the 7th would tie it, and Joe Morgan would then put the Reds ahead in the 9th.
Joe Morgan's bloop single right now is the difference. The Red Sox are down to their last out. The Reds are 1 out away from winning the World Championship. There's a high fly ball. It should be all over. Geronimo's under, and Cincinnati has won the World Championship, beating the Boston Red Sox 4-3.
Greatest moment, 1975, walking in the clubhouse. It meant so much to be validated for who we really were.
Is this too much?
25 players are world champions. The coaches, the trainers, the equipment men, the manager. Everybody's a world champion.
Number 1, we said we're going to be it, we did it.
And there's no way you can't share all of that. I mean, that's the way you share with everybody. And I knew exactly what it was all about.
Pull up a chair. Welcome home. Braves Country Radio. Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Bryce Elder is a swing and a miss. 0-1, the 0-1. Down and in sinker. 0-2. 0-2 count to Vientos. 1 for 1 on the day. Out and away. Do it again. A 1-2 count. Check swing, goes around. Hit him. Well, this is confusing as all get out because they've got it rung up as a strikeout, but he's still pitching. The pitch on the way. Now it's a strikeout. Strike 4? Not sure what in the world was going on there. That was both the Braves and the Mets side had it as a strikeout, and then he threw another pitch. And Vientos even looked back at the umpire, was confused, and then he took the fourth strike. First pitch on the way is right there at the knees. It's 1-0. I don't remember who it was, Jeremy. I actually thought you were one of them that complained about it, but the Chicago kid got a lot of hate for his delivery. And then the kid from Philly quit. He wasn't reliable when he said he would show up. 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. I go by the old school of no call, no show, no job. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, pops it up high in the sky into center field. Left center. It'll make it over there. Profar gets it. 2 down. But I'm not saying it'll never happen again. I just know the ones that we've had on here are out. I'm open to others, but I have to see what they're capable first before we put them on, because I think a lot of people think they can just plop down and start talking about baseball and think that they can bring to the game. It's just not it. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 swing, lifts it into right field, down for a base hit. And 1 on, 2 outs. Yeah, that was the no call, no show, Jeremy. I'm not sure if he's even doing that anymore, because I know he didn't have much of a following. I think he might be doing other sports, but baseball was always a back seat to him. It seemed like to me he was always wanting to do more focus on Eagles football and the 76ers basketball. Turns around and flips it over to first. But who knows, maybe next year something pops up. I haven't really worried about it. First pitch on the way is down and in. Sinker, it's 1-0. Elder's 63 pitches. If he can get out of this relatively quickly, he'll be okay on that front. You usually want to be around 60 at the 4th inning. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Elder comes set, brings it, swing, rips it down the left field line. Thank you, Mr. Justin. The 1-2 just misses outside, 2-2. And we do still do the talk shows, the football talk shows, where we bring the guys in. One kid, Bobby, he's really good. He does the NFL. He's a big NFL draft guy. The 2-2, swing, hits it over to the right side, over the glove of Ozzie. So he goes face first into the dirt, trying to knock it down. That ball was scalded. Slow to get up. I'm hoping he's okay. I think he might have just been knocking the dirt off him, but his glove came off. It was almost like he was holding his knee, but might have been just the way he was getting up. He appears to be all right, so runners on the corners, 2 outs. Elder trying to keep it right here. Mullen was hit by a pitch his last time up. The number 9 hitter, Lindor, stands on deck. First pitch swinging, pops it up. Got to catch this one. Who wants it? Ozzie makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. Elder gets out of danger again. He's got ducks all over the pond every inning, but it's only 2-0. Let's get him some runs, Braves country.
If bigger shoes mean bigger pee-pee and a bigger car means a small pee-pee, then I think I just figured out why everyone's terrified of clowns.
Hello, husband helpline. Hi, I need some help. Of course, that's what we're here for. So my wife came home from work, and when I asked her what she wanted for dinner, she said, you pick. Oh boy, code 14. So what do I do? Well, please understand that anything you do is going to be wrong, but we can at least help mitigate the situation. Thank you so much. So what's happened so far? Well, I asked her what she was in the mood for, but she just said, she's too tired to think, and you need to figure it out. How did you know? We get these calls a lot. So what do I do? Based on the data we've collected from the last 10,000 callers, it appears that sushi is actually the safest option. She does love sushi. It works 42% of the time. Okay, the next best option would be Thai food. I was just gonna order a pizza. What the f*** is wrong with you? Just order sushi, throw in The Bachelor.
I'm an independent woman who don't need no man or woman or anyone apparently when she decides to move furniture. Just stubbed my toe and I'm about to lose it.
1975 might have offered the perfect ending for the Cincinnati Reds, but the following year they picked up right where they'd left off, with the Big Red Machine dominating the National League again, leading the league in nearly every team offensive category. For Johnny Bench, though, while he was still just 28, it felt like all those years behind the plate were catching up to him.
I couldn't sleep on my shoulder. Every time I'd start to curl to, load the bat, somebody like stuck a knife in my shoulder. Didn't have a very good year. But we still had Tony, we still had Pete, we still had Joe, we had George Foster, Cesar, Kenny, Davey. I mean, all of it could carry anybody, me in particular, because they carried me. Would I have liked to have been better? I couldn't be. And when you don't have it, I mean, you're still better than some, but you're not as good as you used to be. Not as good as I once was. But I was good once as I ever was, and that was the World Series.
Welcome back, Braves country. Marcell Ozuna comes to the plate. You remember how bad those Braves teams were where Tyler Flowers was everybody's favorite? One right there at the knees. Curveball to start off the inning. Now they're getting on to guys like Acuna for pimping a home run. The 0-1 inside. You talk about a spoiled fan base at this point. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires, swing and a miss, 1-2. When you have really bad teams, you love the so-so to bad players, but when you have a good team and a good roster, you start hating on the great players. The 1-2 misses wide, 2-2. Hey, there's Uncle Charlie. 2-2 count. Out of the zone, four-seam fastball, 3-2. Payoff pitch to Ozuna. Sizzles it back foul. Sinker. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Howdy, Mark. Golden. The payoff pitch. Misses, high, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Maybe that'll get us going here. It was the 4th inning in New York where David Peterson fell apart after having a huge 6-0 lead. Can history please repeat itself? Let's keep that line moving. Ozzie Albies 0 for 2 on 3 pitches. He digs into the plate. First pitch on the way. The changeup. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Way outside, wide curveball. You're not going to believe this. I'm looking at the pitch track. Those 2 pitches hit the exact same spot. One was a ball, one was a strike. What is Bill Miller doing? He doesn't crouch every pitch either. I've noticed that. So I think he gets different views of the zone. The 1-1 banks a foul, 1-2. 1-2 count. Ozzie Albies bagged 229 now. Chases one around his ankles. Well, Chase one around the catcher's ankles. One down. I mean, that was... I don't even know what to say about that about. You almost need to put his back foot in a bucket and make sure it doesn't move. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. 93 right down the pipe. It's 0-1. Michael Harris grounded out. First pitch swinging his last time up. First time up. Lefty-lefty matchup. The 0-1. Swing, fouls it away. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, pops it up. Lazy fly ball. Left center. Who wants it? McNeil make the grab, and there's quickly 2 down. Two down, and that'll bring Nacho Alvarez to the plate. Nacho Man. 0 for 1 on the day. Peterson only at 52 pitches. And he's well in front of what he wants to be. First pitch is a curveball right there. First strike, it's 0-1. .258 average, 6 RBI. Year 1 in the dirt, 1. I'd hate to lose the depth, but you wonder what you could do if you sent Nacho and Bryce for some kind of a shortstop that can give you some offense. Is the 1-1, fouls it away. Now, one of the problems is if he's that good of an offensive player at short, nobody wants to trade him. They're such a rare commodity. But if you could get something from someone who feels like they're not going to be able to resign their shortstop, it could buy you time until the ones you just drafted make it to the league. The 1-2 is in the dirt, 2-2. Braves would have loved to have grabbed a Bo Bichette this year right before he got his walk year. But Toronto believed in him, and he's paid dividends. That's what you're looking for, is you're going to try to buy someone on the low. The 2-2 swing, lifts it into left field, going back on the track, making the catch. Just before the warning track is McNeil for out number 3. Nothing doing once again for the Braves. We go to the 5th. It's 2-0 here in Atlanta.
This is going to be mean, but I'm going to say it. If you are out and about in pajama pants by your own free will, I and everybody else around you is assuming that your ass needs to be washed or that your stinks. Sorry about it, but that's the vibe you're giving off, okay? And especially if you're in some fleece pajama pants. All right. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.
You know what they say avocado tastes like, right? I mean, do you like it?
Obviously, I'm sitting here eating it. What?
Apparently, they taste like a clean tallywhacker.
Come on.
You're still eating it.
It does not.
How do you know?
I've never had a clean one before. I don't have one at all.
I've never had a clean one either. I love me some avocado.
It tastes funny now.
You're welcome.
I taste it now. Thanks a lot.
How do you taste it?
I can imagine.
We're here. We're live. Yankee Stadium. This is the best place to be in the world. We waited a long time. Looks good.
October 3rd, 1995. After a 14-year drought, the Bronx was buzzing. The Yankees were back in the postseason. And at the stadium, Don Mattingly was poised to make his long-awaited playoff debut against the Mariners.
It just felt great because, you spend your whole career fighting to get in, and to be able to get a chance to play in postseason and like you want to play on that stage. And I wanted to see how I would react on that stage.
Well, it feels great to be out here and to be playing when everybody else is going back home, basically. And it's been a long time coming. It feels good. It feels worth it now. Everything that I've been through, our team's been through over the years, the organization over the past, for me, 12 or 13 years, it feels great.
Can you keep a secret? You can? Well, put the phone to your ear. You got it down?
First pitch swinging by Lindor to start the fifth inning as a line drive out to right field. Acuna on the catch, one away. Braves trail only 2-0. You got to keep the Mets right here. Here comes Soto. First pitch on the way, 90 inside. Up top, first strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1 count. Outside wide, 1-1. Gary says, Sunday ain't such a fun day right now. That's all right, Gary. It always seems like the Braves offense wakes up late on Sundays. You just hope you can keep them there offensively or defensively, keep the score down. The 2-1 as the pitch misses into the dirt. It's your last Sunday for a long time without NFL football or football, meaningful football. Next week it's college football. After that it's the NFL. The 2-1 down and in, 3-1. That pitch at the zone as well. It was a pretty good frame by Murphy, but he dropped the ball, so he didn't get the call. The 3-1 count. Swing and a miss. Sinker up top, 3-2. So a full count to Soto. Standing on deck is Alonso. I swear it seems like these two guys bat every inning. The payoff pitch. Swing. Hits it up the middle. Allen's got it. Easy peasy. 6-3, 2 down. Next Sunday, programming note, it is a night game against Philly. I was surprised as well, too. ESPN had the right to change games at the second half of the season. They did not. They decided to take Braves, and I was like, what in God's name made you think that was going to be an important matchup? First pitch on the way is a swing and a foul tip by Alonso. It's 0-1. Actually, I think we got flexed. I think originally it wasn't a night game, but anyways, it is a night game now. The 0-1. This is 1-1. 1-1 count to Alonso. Swing, belts it down the left field line, but plenty foul, 1-2. Alonso was struck out and grounded out. Batting .261, 29 home runs, 103 RBI, 853 OPS. The 1-2, swing, over to Allen, and there's the human vacuum. Fires it to first, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down, 1, 2, 3. Let's get some runs, Braves country!
Hey, babe, what do you and that new car smell have in common?
No clue.
Neither one of them lasts as long as I'd like.
Hey.
Hi, Greg.
Judy.
I have a bone to pick with you, mister.
What's up?
Why are you ignoring me on Facebook?
What are you talking about?
I started a Facebook group for the people here at Home Solutions. I invited you to join, and I was wondering why you haven't accepted the request yet.
We spend 9 awful hours a day together here, 5 days a week. Why would we need a way to communicate outside of that?
Yeah, I also sent you a fun quiz request. Did you do it yet?
Of course not.
You should. It'll tell you which Muppet Baby you would be if you were a Muppet Baby. Apparently, I'd be Baby Gonzo. Big surprise, right?
I'm not doing any of your queer quizzes.
Well, why are you even on Facebook if you're gonna be a Grinch?
I got on Facebook for one reason and one reason only. To keep tabs on all of my ex-girlfriends and make sure that none of them are living more fulfilling lives than I am.
We are ready for baseball. Yankee fans have waited since 1981.
Don Mattingly waited 1,785 games to play in the postseason.
Nothing compares to Yankee Stadium before Game 1. 55,000 people were in their seats, locked and loaded. And they were all there for Don Mattingly. And when he came out and ran sprints, the place went nuts. Every time I talk about it, to this moment, I get goosebumps.
That building was crazy, that first game. And just coming out to run, I remember telling somebody I felt fast. That was a foreign feeling for me, but it was just like so light. The energy and the adrenaline for that was just so cool. The building was just going crazy.
I remember the noise level. I remember just having that electricity in the air.
First base, number 23, Don Mattingly.
Breaking news. Stores are running out of tampons because this country is filled with nothing but stay safe out there.
Sean Murphy comes to the plate. He's having a long conversation with Bill Miller. I don't know if they're just shooting the bull or if they're having an argument about something. Could be something spilled over from the last defensive inning. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss. Curveball. Whatever his argument was, that didn't help. It's 0-1. He was way out in front of that curve. Lefty-righty matchup, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him. 0-2. It's never a good sign when you're way out in front of the curve and way behind the fastball. It's usually something between the ears. The 0-2. Misses high and wide, 1-2. Sean Murphy is 1 for 1 on the day with a flare single to left. Batting .207 on the year, 16 home runs. The 1-2. Did he go around? Looked like he did. He did. Strike 3. I feel like you could really put something together to get a shortstop if you put Murphy, Elder. You may not even have to lose Nacho for depth purposes. You could find a veteran to back up Drake Baldwin. First pitch on the way is a curve off the plate. It's 0-1. And I know there are people who love Murphy and they'll defend him to their dying days, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to carry two guys who are starting catchers in Major League Baseball on the same roster. The 0-1 misses inside 1-1. Sean Murphy's not an adequate designated hitter. As 1-1 pops it up. Can of corn over towards second base. Easy catch. 2 down. So on the days that Baldwin's behind the plate, you're going to be hamstrung at the DH position. Except when he goes on these little mini hot streaks, but they're few and far between, and it's not worth keeping him for that. Profar, the batter. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Imagine what this team could look like if you never would have traded for Murphy and you had Contreras from the right-handed side of the plate and Drake from the left-handed. The 0-1 scalded over to third, smokes it. Mauricio drops it, goes to pick it up, thinks about throwing it, drops it again. That's got to be an E5. Heck, they might give him 2 errors for that one, but nonetheless, Profar's on base.
Well, the jerk star called.
The first one you can get away with if it goes between the wicket and hits the outfield.
and a smart crowd will appreciate
And he drops it a second time, and that's got to be an error. We'll see what they give him. They're going to give it a single. That's some home cooking. Woo, that's some home cooking. Matt Olson stands at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Flips it over to first to keep the runner close by. As slow as the Braves have gotten off to this start, one swing could tie the game. Lefty-lefty matchup. Infield back and to the right. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him. 1-1. He's been sitting on 19 home runs on the year. Sunday afternoons is usually Olson's day. Peterson flips it over to first. Pretty good pickoff move there, but Profar underneath. Let's go shop into the chop house, Matty. The 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. Up top, it's 0-2. Oh-2 count. Olson struck out the first time, grounded out to second the second time. He's trying to keep that line moving. The 0-2, some Profar goes. Swing! That ball's banged down the right field line, but just foul. Man, that ball was smoked. Profar had a huge jump, but that pitch was in the strike zone, so Matty couldn't take it, or it would have ended the inning. Torrens, the hind catcher, is going to go out there and have a quick chat with Peterson. They could be talking about a pitch out. With an 0-2 count. Peterson at 69 pitches. He's still good on that front. You'd have to really extend this inning to get him underwater. The 0-2. Infield back into the right. Pitch. Swing, hammers that down the right field line, foul. Back-to-back curveballs. I don't think he'll see a curveball again. As he timed those up pretty well. He's just getting out in front of them. You do a third one, that thing's going to be sitting in the chop house. So you got to figure he's doing that to speed something up past him. The 0-2 count. Down and away, slider, 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase the slider off the plate, and that'll end the inning. Braves get one on, but nothing doing. We'll be back in a flash. We go to the 6th, trailing by 2.
The older I get, the more I look at snow like a one-night stand. Yeah, sure, it's a good time, but the next morning you just look over and you're like, ugh, it's still here.
I don't think we ever really got over that language barrier.
No, it's not your fault.
What the f***? You speak English?
Of course I do.
You've spoke English the whole time I've been here.
I speak English since I was 5 years old.
5 years old?
And I have 84 now.
Woo! You don't look a day over 110.
Whoever got a hold of my husband's number and added him to another group chat, y'all have created a monster.
I'm trying to figure out who is who in all this because I'm scared to message them.
Well, yeah, it's a total waste of your time. It's none of your business.
It's not a waste of my time.
Are you really creating another pegboard?
Yes, I'm trying to figure it all out. They're spilling the tea over here. I'm just trying to organize it. Why the hell? Unless it was an accident. Unless they think that
Probably an accident. Probably off by one number.
One's trying to have a baby, and I can't figure out the names, but 2 of them slept with the same guy years ago. One still has feelings for him, but that's besides the baby. It's fun. It's juicy.
Yeah, I can give you something else that's juicy.
But you don't.
The outpouring of love from the fan base that this guy finally was getting his chance. Just amazing.
A standing ovation for the captain, Don Mattingly.
It was electric, and I think the fans, they were sort of on the edge of their seat, wondering how he was going to respond to that.
Mattingly's chance would come quickly.
Now here's what the theater of baseball is all about.
The 6th inning of Game 1, with the score tied at 2.
Mattingly, base hit right field. Jay Buhner giving chase. Yankees take the lead, but a Don Mattingly single.
He went 2 for 4 in the game to help the Yankees take it.
Was it as good as you anticipated it would be to trot out on the field for a postseason game as a New York Yankee?
It was better than I ever thought it would be.
NFL GM for a day. You can pick one player, past or present, to start your franchise. Who are you taking?
Bryce Elder goes back to work. First pitch on the way. Smoked over to first. Line drive, Adam ball. Good catch by Olsen. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th inning. Another hard hit ball, but right at the defender. Sinker on the way to start the at-bat to Vientos. Misses inside for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Inside. 1-1. Looked a little down, and Vientos said something to Miller about he can't really blame him. The 1-1 pitch. Misses low. 2-1. 2-1 count. Pitch on the way inside. Ball 3-3. The 3-1 pitch. Swing! Chops it over towards third. Alvarez to Olsen, 5-3, 2 down. Your out-of-town scoreboard. Braves Country Radio Fantasy Baseball scoreboard. I shipped my pants all over That's Not Good by about 100 points. No cruise to victory. And Jazz Hands is going to upset 99 Problems, but a pitch ain't one. Right there at the knees, sinker. Called for a strike to Beatty. It's 0-1. The loser bracket, Robert and PETA have buys till next week. You know, one bangs it down the line, foul, it's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Swing. Change up. Just got a piece of it. We'll do it again. Change up misses in the dirt. It's now 1-2. 5th pitch of the at-bat. Elder at 89 pitches. Probably his last inning. The 1-2. Inside misses. Ball 2, 2-2. Standing on deck is Mauricio. In the hole is Torrens. Mets lead 2-0 off a 2-run shot by Matt Vientos. Back in the 2nd inning. The 2-2. Rifled foul. We'll do it again. The 2-2. Just got a piece of that slider. Infield back and to the right. Once again, it makes no sense that we don't put Nick Allen over there in the shortstop position and Nacho over close by second when we do this shift. Nacho has no range. And Allen, a much better arm. The 2-2, swing. Chops it foul. Long at bat here. What is this going to be, the 9th? Pitch of the at bat. And it started out 0-2, if you remember. The 2-2. Caught. Nope. Didn't get the call. Are you kidding me? Elder was heading to the dugout. I was too. My word, that was right there in the zone. Big Bill Miller missed it again. I wish I could describe his face. Strike 3. That pitch was nowhere near the zone. Probably a makeup pitch from the last one he missed. Oh, my word. Big Bill Miller entertaining me on a Sunday afternoon.
I don't trust any of your friends.
Why the don't you trust my friends?
I'll show you. Let's call Jack. You'll see.
What? I don't get it.
Hey, is Wolf with you?
Yeah, why?
Well, can I talk to him?
No, he's on the other side of the yard.
All right. Well, thank you.
Is that all you need?
That's all I needed.
All right, well, you have a good day, Mary.
You too. Bye, Jack. Point, bro!
Need a coffin, but you're low on cash? My discount coffins are affordable and stylish. This one doesn't have a lid. Just put a piece of cardboard over it. Cardboard sold separately. This one, it's got a little tape on it. Just scratch that off. This one's full. Used coffin, $10.
I want you to know this. If your prayers include me to stop drinking, stop smoking, and stop having fun, if your prayers include any of those things, they're not going to work because I've rejected them all, and I will be continuing in my same wicked-ass ways.
Against the Yankees, his idol Mickey Mantle's old team, Bench's bat suddenly came alive.
Certainly Johnny was a great clutch player. He had an off season, but when the chips were on the line, he came and had his greatest moment at the biggest moment during the World Series.
He'd hit over 500 in the series with 2 home runs in Game 4.
Boy. Boys, I got news for you. We're going to be world champions again, Sugar Bear. I got news for you. We are now going to be world champions again.
His hot streak earned him World Series MVP honors as the Reds dominated the Yanks over their 4-game sweep.
Play with these guys, and they've done the job all year. And then you're able to do something just to, make up for everything you haven't done all year.
With back-to-back championships, the Big Red Machine had now put itself in the conversation as one of the greatest teams of all time.
First pitch to Ron Acuna Jr. is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. Peterson only 73 pitches. He should be enough to get through this inning unless the Braves can start clocking him. The 0-1. Chopper over to third. Mauricio's got it, fires it to first. 5-3. 1 away. One up, one down, and Marcell Ozuna, the batter. First pitch, 90 right there. On the outer edge, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Just misses outside, 1-1. One count. Swing and a miss. Down in the dirt. 1-2. Braves head to Miami tomorrow. No days off until, what is it, September? I believe September 4th is the day. A week from Thursday. Whatever that is. The 1-2 count. In the dirt, 2-2. The 2-2. Peterson comes set and brings it. Swing, chops it down the line, foul. Do it again. Two count, inside. That hit him or the bat? Must have hit the bat handle. 2-2. Zuna was trying to pull back and it must have gotten just the bottom of his bat handle. Okay, we did not win yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about. The 2-2 pitch. Down and in, ball 3-2. The payoff pitch in the dirt, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Liz, you must be new, but normally the 3D works well. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss. Slider, it's 0-1. It's been acting up this week all around Major League Baseball, so it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. The 0-1 count. Kicks and fires, swing. And that's going to be a 5, 4, 3. No, they're going to say Ozzie beat it out. Almost ended the inning. Hard hit ball to third. Mets want to see if they want to take a look at it. It was really, really close. They do not want to challenge it. So Ozzie hustling down the line will keep it alive. He just beat it out. David Peterson goes back to work. The first pitch on the way to Michael Harris, the second. He's down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing, chops it foul. 1-1. What you're seeing now is a little more indicative of what it's supposed to be, but like I said, there's been glitches this weekend. And I'm thinking whoever's in charge of it, they're on a cruise. They'll take care of it on Monday. That's my guess. 1-1 count. Ozzie Albies stands at first. If Harris can put one into the gap, we can make this a one-run game. He'll be running at the crack of the bat, the 1-1. Chops it foul. Kind of an excuse me swing. Harris tried to hold up, but it hit his bat. So Harris down to his last strike. It's a 1-2 count. Peterson at 87 pitches. Even if he can just extend this inning a little longer, we can get into the Mets bullpen by the 7th inning. And they have struggled. Even on Friday night when the game should have been out of hand, Helsley coughed up 5 runs to the Braves in the 9th. The 1-2. Swing, slaps it back foul. Making them work here. Infield back into the right, so a huge hole down the left side. Anything past the shortstop position is going to be extra bases. The 1-2. Down and in, good take. That was a nasty changeup. I don't know how Michael laid off. In fact, he has a big grin after that of going, man, oh man, I wanted to swing at that. That thing was, I mean, that literally was a string puller. He just yanked it back at the last second. It fell off the table. The 2-2, swing lifts it. into center field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. And the line will keep moving, and a good hit by Money Mike. And here we go, Braves country. Runners on first and second. 2 outs, and the go-ahead run coming to the plate.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
Two on, 2 out. The Nacho Man coming to the plate. Quick powwow out there on the mound with Peterson. And Mets pitching coach Jeremy Hefner, along with the catcher Torrens. It looks like Mauricio's out there too. So runners, first and second, 2 outs. I'll never get over players during a game hugging each other in the middle of plays. I mean, come on, man. Give each other a hug or a whatever before or after the game, but during the game, you're supposed to be mortal enemies. That goes back to the 2024 playoffs where Arcia was hugging everyone on the Padres team as we're getting smoked. First pitch on the way to Nacho is well off the plate and called for a strike by Big Bill Miller. It's 0-1. Re-showing it on the stat track, and we'll say 3 inches off the plate. He's done that all game long. The next one that's right there will end up being a ball. The 0-1. Outside wide. Virtually the same spot, 1-1. One count. Nacho 0 for 2. A strikeout, a line out, batting .256. The pitch on the way, in the dirt, good take, 2-1. That's the 93rd pitch by David Peterson. It would stand to reason that he does not come back out for the 7th inning, even if he gets Nacho here, because you would have Sean Murphy and Allen, 2 right-handers, leading off. Though Brooks Raley is warming up in the bullpen, and that's an interesting choice because he's a southpaw. The 2-1, down and away, ball 3, 3-1. This may be his last batter if he loses Nacho. Two on, 2 out. The 3-1 count. Outside the zone, ball 4. So the Nacho Man will head on down to first.
Whoa, you check it out. What? Look, that guy.
Get me some nachos.
It is a sign that needs nachos to help me score.
Sean Murphy, the batter, and I guess they're going to leave him in. I thought that's why he was being warmed up, but he might be being warmed up to face the top of the order where a left-hander is needed. Lefty-righty matchup, first pitch on the way. Sean Murphy, did you go around on that one? No, he held up this time. That pitch was around his freaking his toes. And he's just swinging at everything. Thankfully, they didn't ring him up. It didn't look like he went around, but it was close enough where they called it. You would just say, why are you even offering at it? The 1-0, down and in, ball 2, 2-0. So the 2-0 count. The tying run is at second, but a walk could cut this lead in half. Still a long way to go in this one. We're in the 6th inning. Braves trail 2-0. The 2-0. Swing, lifts it into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. A soft liner. Here comes the throw to the infield, and they're going to double back and try to hit Nacho. Nacho is safe at second, but the game is tied. Oh, baby!
Hurt is me. I must call an emergency meeting.
Not a hard hit ball, but hit them where they ain't. Right off the edge of the bat. And a very Smurfy hit indeed. Nacho thought about going corner to corner, then he doubled back, and the throw from second, man, that was so close too. And the thing is, if Nacho gets doubled up there, he just got underneath it. Lindor had a hard time finding the runner when he turned. But the point is, had he been called out, the runner had not crossed the plate, the game would not have been tied. It would have been 2-1. But it is, and we'll go to break. It is 2-2. They're going to a pitching change here in Braves country. This state, 1941, against the St. Louis Cardinals, a ragtag group of 5 musicians dubbed the Dodger Symphony by announcer Red Barber makes their Ebbets Field debut. None of the members can read music, but the band performs with zany antics at evening and weekend games. On this date, 1979, Philadelphia Phillies retire uniform number 1 in honor of Hall of Fame outfielder Richie Ashburn. Considered one of the best leadoff hitters and defensive players during his 12-year career with the Phillies, after brief stints with the Cubs and the expansion Mets, Whitey Ashburn returned to Philadelphia, becoming a beloved baseball broadcaster for the team until he died in 1997. And on this date in 1989, Major League Baseball Commissioner Bartlett Giamatti, stating he believed that Pete Rose had bet on baseball games, including those of the team he managed, announces an agreement that bans Pete Rose permanently from baseball. The 5-page agreement, signed by the commissioner and the Reds manager, does not indicate the suspension is specifically for betting on baseball games and does not include language that Rose wagered on bets specifically for the contest, though later he would admit to doing so. His lifetime banishment would be lifted after his death, now making him eligible for the Hall of Fame by baseball commissioner Rob Manfred. Welcome back. The game is tied. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. And Eli White's going to come in to pinch hit for Nick Allen. Look of Eli, batting .233 on the year. 7 home runs. Now, he hasn't had a base hit in quite some time. So, who knows what we're going to get out of him. But hopefully, he can get into one here. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing. Sweeper. Just got a piece of it. It's 0-1. It's amazing to me that the 2025 Speedway Classic MVP rarely gets it at bat. The 0-1. Swing. Hits it back up the middle, but right into the teeth of the defense, 4-3, and that'll end the inning. But not for your Atlanta Braves. Tie it up off a blue pit by the Smurf. We'll be back in a flash. Here on Braves.
Call an emergency meeting.
I'm sure some of y'all can relate when you were younger and you were staying at your grandma's or grandpa's house and they didn't have anything to eat and you went and looked for a snack and they pulled out this bad boy to buy any weenies.
Join the country club today. You'll have access to badges, one-of-a-kind emojis to display your Braves pride throughout the ball game. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the country club today.
She has all her cousins in there. I feel like I'm being strangled by like a bunch of Mexicans on a necklace just trying to...
That's love, dude.
That's love?
Let it take hold and rip out every last breath you have.
The encore would be even better when in Game 2 the next night, Mattingly again came to the plate in the 6th with the score tied at 2.
Fight to get to the playoffs. And you want to show people you're fighting for respect still. You want to show people you can still play.
Don Mattingly. The fans want a dinger out of him.
You know it's loud, you know it's crazy, but it's almost like background noise at that point. Then it gets back to what am I doing with this guy? Looking for the changeup, the whole at bat, knowing I'm going to get it in there somewhere, and then he ends up throwing it for a strike.
This one by Mattingly. Oh, hang on to the roof. Goodbye, home run. Don Mattingly.
I mean, if the Yankee Stadium had a roof, it would have been blown off.
I got up out of the dugout. A lot of people may have thought I was up to congratulate him. I actually thought the dugout was going to crumble. The concrete blocks were shaking. I've never seen anything like that stadium that day.
I actually turned to the person who was sitting next to me and I said, I think we're going to go down. We were moving, like the press box was moving. And I was like, holy cow, like this is really how we're going to die? And someone hit a home run at Yankee Stadium?
Welcome back. Pierce Johnson comes on to the bump. Braves 2, Mets 2. If you're just joining us, Mets scored 2 in the second. The Braves just tied it up in the bottom of the 6th by scoring 2. A bloop single by Sean Murphy. 2 RBI single. First pitch on the way is a curveball right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Mauricio 1 for 2 on the day. Should have been hit with an error, but they gave him an infield single. The 0-1, swing and a miss, it's 0-2. He kicked that ball 2 times, and they still gave the infield single. So right now, there's technically no errors in the game, but there's a huge asterisk on that play. The 0-2 count, swing and a miss. Strike 3, got him. Smoke him if you got him, because he got him 1 away. Braves head to Miami for 3, and it's an early start time, so just make a note of it. Tomorrow night we come on 6 o'clock. Braves Country today for you country club members is at noon tomorrow, like normal time. And then we'll come on a little bit before 6 to replay the audio. Is the first pitch swinging by Torrens. Line drive into left field. Diving catch by the Jerk Store. What a great play. He comes up with a big wry grin and a hand clap by the pitcher, Pierce Johnson, for a nifty play in left.
Well, the Jerk Store, Cole, they're running out of you.
He really is dumbfounding. He will make some god-awful plays out there.
Line and a
but then you can see where he's...
And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience.
But you can see where he is a true athlete because his athletic ability takes over on some plays. Like that one where he just goes with his instincts and he makes an incredible grab. The 1-0 misses out there on the outer edge, called for a strike to Mullins, 1-1. The one that I always think of, the biggest gap that he's made since he's been here, was the one that was smoked over his head and he did like a pirouette and a face plant out there in left field. Was the 1-1, chops it foul, 1-2. I don't know if I've laughed so hard doing a play-by-play on this channel. For 5 years I've been doing this, and that is one of, if not the funniest play. And I believe the game was out of reach anyway, so it made it even funnier because you weren't mad about the situation. It was just, I mean, it was a riot. The 1-2, down and in. You go around, he did not, 2-2. So a 2-2 count to Mullins, top of the order awaits. Braves would like to see them in the 8th. You'll wonder if they'll bring Dylan Lee back out, if they'll give him a day off. Remember, he got pounded by the Mets last night in a rare bad outing. 2-2. Outside, wide ball, 3-3-2. Could go to Tyler Kinley. He's been pretty good. I haven't seen him in that kind of situation yet, but he's been pretty good. The 3-2, chops it foul. You got Wander Suero, who was called up, but he's got to be, him and Stratton are normally guys they only go to when the game's out of hand. Full count to Mullins. Representing the go-ahead run, you need to get him here. The payoff pitch. Tosses it up there. Swing! And just got a piece of it. We'll do it again. I'm thinking that's what they're going to do, is they're going to go back to Lee. Because you got the left-handed bats. You have the switch hitter of Lindor, and then you got the left-handed bat of Soto. The payoff pitch. just below the knees, ball 4. And now Lindor comes to the plate from the left side, where he's typically more deadly. Do they go to Lee here now, or do they keep Johnson to face the lefty? With Soto standing on deck. Righty, lefty, first pitch, nowhere near the zone. Curveball outside wide, it's 1-0. Chris Sale had a successful outing last night, so assuming there's no soreness or anything like that, he's expected to be back in the Braves rotation next weekend in Philadelphia. Flips it over to first again. Pretty good move. And if the throw's a little lower, they're going to get him. But the throw was a little bit high, so Olsen had to go up and then come down. And by the time he tagged the runner, it was over. Runner goes. Here comes the throw to second. And ball comes out of the glove of Brujan, who is at short now, covering for Nick Allen, who came out of the game with the pinch hit. He would have been safe anyways. The throw was to the wrong side of the bag, so Brujan had to reach for the tag, and the ball popped out during the tag. It was basically a pitch out, but a bad throw by Murphy has the runner, the go-ahead run, in scoring position. Juan Soto on deck, the 2-0 count to Lindor. Pierce Johnson brings it. Swing and a miss, 96 up top. It's 2-1. The 2-1. Kicks and fires. Swing, pops it up. Out of play. Left field side into the stands. Souvenir for somebody. Man, there are like 3 guys fighting over the ball over there. Who came up with it? The guy in blue. The 2-2. In the dirt, ball 3-2. Full count to Lindor. Soto stands on deck. Braves and Mets knotted up at 2 here in the 7th inning. The pay-off pitch. Nowhere near the zone, ball 4, so he'll head on down to first. And Snicker's going to come out and make a pitching change. But started out as a good inning for Pierce Johnson. Now there's 2 on, 2 out. Soto coming to the plate, and here comes Dylan Lee. See if he can do better than he did last night, where he gave up 5. We'll be back in a flash.
You have the tying run 90 feet away in Kevin Mitchell, and the possible winning run at first in Ray Knight. And here's Mookie. Fouled on. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. Fouled away, 2-2. Fouled away again. Fouled away. And it's going to go to the backstop. Here comes Mitchell to score the tying run. And Ray Knight is at second base. 3-2 to Mookie Wilson. And he pops it in the air, foul off to the right. Gedman coming over. He will not have a play. Line drive, foul. Can you believe this ball game at Shea? Oh, brother. So the winning run is at second base with 2 out, 3-2 2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
It's one of those moments where I don't care how long you've been doing it, you kind of step back as they're collecting the debris off the field and you go, okay, that was pretty cool. I got to be here for that. You're going to reach back for that memory as you get older, and I do. I remember looking down at him in the dugout, and he kind of looked at me, and it was kind of like, okay, that was pretty cool.
It was a moment almost perfectly in what would turn out to be his last home game ever, where they got to say, we love you in this gigantic way.
The Yankees headed cross-country to Seattle with a 2-0 series lead, and their captain savoring every moment of the experience.
I knew I was done, right? I knew this was my last chance.
Welcome back, Dylan Lee. On to face Juan Soto. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 7th inning. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the pitch. 95 off the plate. It's 1-0. Dylan Lee, last night, horrific outing. As he 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. Two-0 count. He threw 2/3 of an inning, gave up 4 earned, 3 home runs. The 2-0 nowhere near the zone ball, 3-3-0. So that was my question, the way they were setting this up. Did you go to Lee again, or did you give him a day to try to regroup? The 3-0 from Lee, right down Main Street, 96 miles an hour. Soto taking all the way, 3-1. He gave up 3 hits, 3 home runs, and 4 earned. The 3-1, nowhere near the zone ball for him. First pitch on the way to Pete Alonso, drags it over to third. Nacho has it, fires it to first, and it is a good throw and a good grab, and good golly, Miss Molly, we are out of that inning. Let's stand up and stretch, Braves country. 2-2, we'll grab the bats here in the bottom of the 7th.
All right, I can't see you. Let me hear you. All 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back, Braves country. Little Sunday fun day for you. Braves have tied it up 2-2. We go to the bottom of the 7th, looking for a little more. First pitch on the way from Raley to Profar is a cutter up top. For a strike, it's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. Switch hitter from the right side, the 0-1 Profar. Outside wide, misses 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, slaps it into right field. Making the running catches, Soto, for out number 1. One up, one down, and Matt Olson, the batter, which is the main reason why Raley was being brought on. Lefty-lefty matchup. The first pitch on the way. 87. Misses high, but called for a high strike by Big Bill Miller. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pops it up. Over by the third base side into the crowd, 0-2. 0-2 count. Braves back at it tomorrow night, 6:40. We'll play the audio replay of Braves Country today, right before the game. If you want to catch it live and ask any questions you want, become a member. It'll be a noon start tomorrow as the 0-2 is lifted into left field, 2 down. During the offseason, we have a lot of stuff planned for Braves Country members. Looking forward to the offseason, along with the shows that we're going to do, 2 a week, Braves Country Today and MLB Today. We're also going to bring you Turn Back Time on Braves Country, where we're going to do live events visiting games of the past. We're going to experiment with some things. I think it's going to work, but I don't want to get in front of myself. But we're going to experiment with some stuff that could become exclusive only to Country Club members in 2026. They're going to make a quick pitching change. We'll take a really quick break. When we come back, the right-handed bat of Acuna, and on deck is Ozuna. So they'll go to the righty out of the pen here in Braves Country. 2-2 your score, bottom of the 7th inning against the Metropolitans. Mac McGee
And I, we're on the same team.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
And we need more players. We need you to help us win the battle against hunger and poverty. You can sponsor
Braves Country Radio.
Teamwork is what
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio
is all about. And that's why we need you. For just $15 a month,
don't get greedy. Ask for $2.99.
you can sponsor a child just like
Braves Country Radio.
I've been able to really help.
Braves Country Radio.
And it feels so good. It's so easy. Just reach out now and start sending your love around the world.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
You join our team, we really can bat 1,000.
Mac McGee.
Who's waiting for help. There's room on our team for you.
Bottom of the 7th inning. 2 outs. Ron Acuna Jr., your batter. Righty-righty matchup. Brazaban, the pitcher. First pitch on the way inside. Did that get him? Almost. Belt high. He had to twist and spin. I don't know how he kept that from hitting him. The 1-0. Inside again, ball 2, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Swing, rips it down the left field line, foul, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, swing, that ball smoked into left field, threw for a base hit, and Ronald Acuna Jr. gets things going here in the 7th inning. There are 2 outs, but we got the go-ahead run standing at first base. Let's go, Braves country! Good piece of hitting there by Ronald.
Bravo.
Sure, somebody will be complaining about him flipping a bat on a single. If you don't know that that's him by now, then you just don't know baseball. And you darn sure don't know Braves baseball. Whatever gets you going nowadays, I'm okay with it. As long as you're not actively showing somebody up, I'm fine with it. First pitch on the way is right there for a sinker. It's on 1. I do think it's overdone, don't get me wrong, but that's today's game. The 0-1 inside, 1-1. You can't put that toothpaste back in the bottle. 10 years that would get you thrown at by a pitcher. But they've loosened the reins, and now it's a different game culturally as far as what you're allowed to do and not do. The 1-1 check swing down the first base line, just foul. It's the 3rd time in this series that Ozuna has tried to pull back on a pitch out of the zone and accidentally smacked it. That one rolls harmlessly foul. The other 2, one for a strike and one for a soft out. 1-2 count. Acuna at first, the pitch, swing, lifts it into right field, down the line, tailing foul into the stands. Bounces into the sunshine just before the shadows. 1-2. One-two count, righty-righty matchup. Throws it over to first, keep the runner close by. The 1-2, dribbles it over to short, and that'll end the inning. Underhands it to second base, 6-4, and the Mets and Braves are tied at 2. We go to the 8th inning, and you know what that means, Braves country.
106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time. Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is not...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
Welcome back. First pitch on the way will be Tyler Kinley here for the 8th inning. Slider in the dirt, it's 1-0. Realistically, the only move the Braves made at the deadline, bringing Kinley in, they'll have him back for next year. Came over from the minor move from the Colorado Rockies, helping to build the bullpen for 2026. The 1-0 inside, that got him. So McNeil head on down to first, and the leadoff runner on once again. Slider went way too inside. And that'll make Vientos the man at the plate. He's 1 for 3. He represents the 2 RBIs that the Mets have. It was a 2-run shot back in the 2nd inning. First pitch on the way. 87 misses high. It's 0-1. Sean Murphy going out there to talk to Kinley. I'm sure the Braves are trying to scuffle to figure out what they'll do if Kinley can't. There it goes. That thing would not get off the screen. To see if Vientos gets on, Kinley would still have to face another batter, and then where do you go? Do you leave him in, or what do you do? 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good slider, 1-1. He lives on that slider, and the idea, I know I've mentioned it before, but the idea is in Atlanta, where you have less altitude, that the slider will have more movement than it did in Colorado. The 1-1 chops it on the ground. 6-4, they'll fire it to first. No way to get the runner. So you'll get the lead runner, keep the go-ahead runner out of scoring position. Brujan fired a high throw over to first base. Luckily, our first baseman is as tall as a skyscraper and was able to keep it from going to the dugout. I'm sorry, not Brujan, Ozzie. Brujan to Ozzie is what I meant. Really no chance of getting him, and Ozzie probably should have just put it in his pocket, and I think he knows that now, and luckily, no harm, no foul. But you have to keep an eye on Vientos, who's now getting pinch ran for. First pitch on the way is 87 miles an hour, outside wide to Brett Beatty. It's 0-1. Tyrone Taylor on the pinch run for Vientos. He will probably stay in to play defense, bringing McNeil into the infield. Flips it over to first to keep the runner close by. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Swing, lifts it high and deep into right field. Going back on the track, making the run and catch at the wall is Michael the Hawk Harris. He fires the ball back into the infield. What a great play. 75% of the world is covered by water, the rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. I did not think either one of them were getting to it. Acuna probably could have gotten to it as well, but Harris called him off. It looked like the way they were converging that the ball may be going off the wall. And the first thing you're thinking is, if that thing goes off the wall and both of them are right there, that's going to kick away from both of them. And Profar is going to have a hell of a time getting to the ball. Instead, he makes the catch, fires it into the infield. And good heads-up running by Taylor, or we would have had a repeat of Bryce Harper in the playoffs a couple of years ago where he got doubled up at first. Pitch on the way is banged on the ground. Slider, James Mauricio. Righty-lefty matchup. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Braves will have the middle of the order due up in the bottom of the 8th. Kenley comes set. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Slider. That's the best one he's thrown today. It's 0-2. That's his best pitch. That slider that comes up Frisbee style and really does a knife down, almost a straight. You don't see it much, but it's almost like a 12-6 slider, if that makes sense. It's not quite a curveball. It snaps like a slider, but it goes straight down. He had it working a couple of outings ago as the 0-2. That ball goes in the dirt, bounces away, and now the go-ahead run with speed stands at second. So all for naught on that one. Once again, sitting on your knee like that, the ball bounces up. Smurf's not able to block it. The new way that these catchers are taught to sit on their knee to try to frame costs base runners all the time. The 1-2. Swing. Hits it over to first. Olsen's got it. Flips it to Kenley. Touches the pillow, and that'll end the inning. So, woo! We get out of that one. We'll be back in a flash. Ozzie to Harris to Nacho when we return in Braves country.
And today they were telling me that my son has a Halloween parade at his school where all the kids at his school, they dress up in their Halloween costumes and they walk around the track for however many minutes. And the parents come and they video and all that. And I was there for it last year because it was on a Monday. And my wife was telling me that he had that today. And I said, well, why didn't you guys tell me anything about it? My wife said, well, I knew you had practice and meetings, so I didn't think you're going to be able to come. And then my son said, and it's also because you're 2 and 6 and you need to be in the office working. So I can take criticism. So please don't think that, because I get it at home worse than I get it on social media.
Hey, what'd you just call me?
I called you an alcoholic.
Well, why would you call me that?
Because you're like, after we're done here, let's go have a beer. And I'm like, you've had a lot of beers this week. And you're like, well, there's a lot of reasons to have beer. Like, our daughter shot a deer, so every time we shoot a deer, we gotta have a beer. Yep. And then I've been stressed out a little bit, so I had a beer that night. And I'm like, yeah, that's coming from like the mouth of a true alcoholic. Like, it's raining, I gotta have a beer. I went and got the mail, I gotta have a beer.
I mean, yes, I'm having a beer, but are you going to have a beer with me?
Well, of course, I can't let you drink alone now, can I?
All right, 2 Busch Lights.
If he was in a race against time, Mattingly was emptying his tank. He'd hit .417 in the series. The Mariners won games 3 and 4 to tie it back up. Suddenly, the Yankees' season and maybe Don Mattingly's career were hanging in the balance.
It was hard, because the whole time you think you're going to win it, you think you're going to win the series, and all of a sudden it's like, it was quick too, like it was over.
It was so devastating, the way that we kind of went down. That last hit, Edgar, Gerald's throwing that ball, and then having Griffey score, and then it was like all of a sudden, poof, it's gone.
Well, here we go, Braves country. Jeff McNeil will go to first. Tyrone Taylor to left. Soto comes in. Remember, he couldn't find the strike zone when he first came in earlier in this series. And Ozzie Albies was the batter. He swung it like the first pitch. And after that, he started walking guys. Hopefully, Ozzie remembers that and makes him throw a strike here. Lefty-righty matchup. Soto, first pitch on the way. Inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing, hits it up the middle, bounces, takes a weird bounce, hops into the outfield, and Ozzie Albies is on with nobody out to get the inning going. The ball was scalded up the middle and popped off the glove of the second baseman, Beatty. It was kind of tailing away from him. He was leaping to it, and it came off his glove. It was kind of tailing away the way a two-seamer would. Michael Harris, the second, the batter. First pitch on the way. Sinker right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. 99 right down Main Street, 0-2. 0-2 count. Harris 1 for 3 with a single in the sixth. Kicks and fires. Pops it up. High in the sky. Shallow left field. Mauricio calling off everybody. He'll make the catch just into foul territory. One away. One up, one down. Bottom of the eighth, Nacho Alvarez comes on. He is 0 for 2. He did walk in the sixth. And that led to the rally when Murph hit the 2-run single to tie the game. Sinker on the way is down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. 86 misses high. Ball 2, 2-0. Two-0 count. Soft toss over to first. I wouldn't really call that a pickoff move. Thinking Soto just wanted to reset, so he wanted to make sure that he didn't throw the ball into the dugout. That's really not, the intent couldn't have been to keep Ozzie close by. The 2-0 in the dirt, dancing out of the way is Alvarez. Ball 3, 3-0. Nacho, he works his way aboard via the walk. It would bring Smurf to the plate again with the chance against a left-hander again to get a base hit again, to get an RBI again, and we could get the lead for the first time. The 3-0 count. Right down Main Street, 97 miles an hour, 3-1. Nacho Man still hasn't hit a home run this year. This would be a great time to put one over the wall. Or even go shopping in the Gap on a Sunday afternoon, the 3-1. Right down the pipe on the inner track, 3-2. Probably a pretty good take by Nacho. He's probably popping that up if he swings at that. But now with 2 strikes, you don't have that luxury. And the catcher, Torrance, is going to go out there and talk to Soto. He'll head back behind home plate. You got a full count. Standing on deck is Smurf. Got to make sure you stay out of the double play. Get a little better contact rate from Nacho. I would like a hit and run play right here, but there's a huge hole on the right. The 3-2 caught looking, strike 3. Nacho was trying to play it off, but that was right there on the cut. You got to swing at that one. 2 down. He went for the inner part, and he got it. I think Nacho was looking to the outside part of the plate that entire at bat. All 3 of those strikes that he took were on the inner half. Sean Murphy, the batter, first pitch, down and in for a sinker. It's 1-0. Now this is a guy, if you go inside, he prefers it. That's his wheelhouse. He could smack one over the track if you put it in the right spot. Lefty-righty matchup, the 0-1, or 1-0, excuse me. 99 miles an hour inside, ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 count. Ozzie at first with speed. He'll be running on contact. Huge hole on the right side. The outfield is pretty straight away. The 2-0. High and out of the zone. Ball 3, 3-0. So now he stands on a 3-0 count. Brujan is on deck, a left-hander. You've already burned Eli White. Luke Williams on the IL, so he would have to face Soto, the 3-0. Down and in, ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. So you like that, but this is going to be a tough matchup.
I must call an emergency meeting. Don't try to fool me.
They're going to have a quick powwow out there on the mound. Vital Brujan. He'll be hitting from the right side. Switch hitter, much better hitter from the left, but you're not looking for any pop. All you're looking for him is to be able to stick one into the outfield and have Ozzie score. What you like about this matchup is that if a base hit does get through, Ozzie's at second, not Sean Murphy, so we've got good speed as the lead runner. First pitch on the way, taken all the way, 99 at the knees, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires as he looks over his shoulder, brings it, swing and a miss. 1-2. 0-2 count. Got to shorten up your swing here if you're Brujan. You're not trying to slam one out of the park. You're just trying to make contact. The 0-2 count. In the dirt, good take. 1-2. Braves 2, Mets 2, bottom 8. Brujan batting .262 on the year. The 1-2 pitch. Inside. Oh, that got him. That got him. Ball gets away. It'll be a dead ball. He appears to be okay. He got him right around the knee area. You have to take another look to see exactly where that's at. Got him on the inside part of the leg, near the kneecap, but it missed the knee. It's right on that inner part on the back right leg. Just kind of skipped off him, so I think we dodged a major bullet. I mean, he didn't actually dodge it, but it skimmed him. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Ducks all over the pond. First pitch on the way by Profar, pops it up back out of play. It's 0-1. Profar trying to go for the downs on it. Profar, we just need a base hit, baby. Need y'all to shorten up your swings and just get the lead. Eyeglasses would come on in the 9th to slam the door if we could take the lead. The 0-1, swing, lifts it into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Off the center fielder, bounces away. 2 runs will score. The Braves lead it 4-2. Smurf and Ozzie come home, and it's 4-2 Atlanta. We go shopping at the Jerk Store, baby.
And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience. Not you. Well, the Jerks.
That ball was scalded off the bat, a dying quail. It hit the ground. kicked away.
It's a smart line.
From the
and
center
a smart
fielder
crowd will
Mullins.
appreciate it. And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience.
It wouldn't have mattered. The Braves still would have had the lead, and Smurf probably is going to score with the 2 outs, get a pretty good jump. But the runner does get to third on the kick away. First pitch on the way to Olsen is right there for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. I'll say it again because I said it all this series. It dumbfounds me that if Taylor's in the game, why is he not in center field and Mullins in left? The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. Threatening a double steal, Profar will be safe at second. And standing at third trying to bait the throw, Brujan will remain at third. They were trying to get into a pickle so that you could get a third run, but Torrens didn't fall for it. So now a single would double the lead. The 1-1 lifted high into left center field, coming in, and about to collide is Taylor and Mullins. Mullins doesn't know what the hell he's doing out there. We'll be back in a flash. The Braves with a 2-run lead thanks to your jerk store.
Well, the jerk store, Cole, they're running out of you.
We are going to be translating today from some Gen Z slang to some millennial slang. We're going to start off strong, and that is Riz. Boy got Riz. You know what we said as millennials? Boy got swag, right? Like Riz equals swag. You're welcome. It came from charisma. Makes a lot more sense when you realize that. They say it's giving. You know what we said? I can't even. Same thing as it's giving. They say less. Honestly, millennials, let's be real. We said say no more. Gen Z says cringe. We said ratchet. That's all I have for today. But if you have any more terms that you need translated into millennial, just let me know so you don't sound like a boomer.
Art. I'll bet you doodlings could be considered art by some people.
That's because my drawings are art.
You're not an artist, dude. You're drawing with chalk.
No, I'm drawing with marker and like pen and stuff. I'm just eating the chalk.
Don't eat chalk.
Well, it settles my stomach. My stomach's a little...
If your stomach hurts, eat a Tums.
What's the difference?
What is chalk?
Well, I'm not wasting Tums. Tums is very good to draw with.
This maniac is an artist?
This has been a series that fans are going to be talking about for the ages.
That was just one that hurt because, you know, I feel like we had a good team. We'd fought for so much, and it's just like the crash.
An incredible series comes to a breathtaking end.
There was a strange dichotomy in the clubhouse after that game. Buck Showalter in his office, after he talked to some reporters, like if you walk by the door, he was crying. Jack McDowell and David Cohn were crying. Mattingly, I remember sitting there and dealing with wave after wave of reporters, and of course, he wanted to win, but there was a little bit of exhilaration that he had finally gotten there. He always wanted to know, can I perform in this forum? And as much as winning was the most important thing, I think there was this self-pride. I didn't go out on my shield. I went out still being able to play at a decently high level. It felt like that in retrospect a little bit.
Welcome back. If you refresh your Screen Country Club members, you got the eyeglasses emoji in there now. First pitch on the way is a tailing fastball off the edge to Brandon Nimmo, who's in to pinch hit. It's 1-0. The 1-0 right there, first strike, 1-1. One count. Inside ball 2-1. Nimmo in for Torrens. Mullins on deck. Lindor in the hole, so 3 left-handers. The 2-1 swing and a miss. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Swing, slaps it to left. Going back on the track, making the catches, the jerk store for out number 1. Pro far, pro good. 1 away. That ball was smoked towards the corner. Didn't even look like it was hit that far, but it almost left the building. Profar caught it maybe 4 or 5 feet in front of the left field fence. Cedric Mullins, the batter, first pitch, P at the knees, 96 miles an hour. Called low for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Sinker. Fouled away. 1-1. One count. 97 just misses outside wide. Ball 2 to him. The 2-1. Swing rips it into right field. That's down for a base hit. And they'll bring the tying run to the plate. Represented by Francisco Lindor. So we're not out of the woods yet. Lindor 0 for 3 with a pop out, a strikeout, a line out. He walked his last time up, and Juan Soto stands on deck. So the top of the order for the Metropolitans. 4-2 your score. First pitch on the way, inside 94, 1-0. One 0 from Iglesias. 35-year-old right-hander steps off the bump. That'll be a disengagement, so he has only one move left to first base. The 1-0, 94, right there on the inner track. It's 1-1. Lindor didn't like the call. Looked a little bit in on the edge, but it definitely hit the zone. Flip it over to first, and now I hope he knows you can't disengage now. Unless that was a timeout by home plate umpire, the first one, but I don't believe it was. The 1-1. Swing, swats it away. It's 1-2. Iglesias had a rough start to the year. Much better here in August. The 1-2. Up top misses. 2-2. He's thrown 10 scoreless innings here in the month of August. The 2-2. Swing, swats it away, foul. Will do it again. In those 10 innings, he's given up just 5 hits. That was going into today. And a whip of 0.50. The 2-2. Swing, swats it into right field. Another base hit. And they'll go station to station. And now the go-ahead run comes to the plate. Same pitch that got swatted into right field. They went back to it. They weren't aiming for it that time. That time, Smurf was sitting on the outside part of the track, and the fastball just drifted inside right in his wheelhouse. He's kind of lucky that ball came back. So 2 on, 1 out, and Juan Soto, your batter. Pete Alonso stands on deck, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for the Atlanta Braves. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch, 96 miles an hour, sinker. Outer cut, it's 0-1. Double play gets you out of the jam. The 0-1. 96 up top. Strike 2. So an 0-2 count. This is normally where Iglesias likes to go to his changeup. The best one he throws is the one that dips out of the zone but looks like it's heading to you. The 0-2. 96-mile-an-hour four-seamer, 1-2. He's been all over the place with that four-seamer. They need to put that thing in the bag for the day. 1-2. Swing, lifts it into left field, down for a base hit. Here comes a throw from Profar. He is going to toss it to third to make sure that the tying run doesn't make it to third, and they have scored a run, and it's 4-3. So now runners on first and second, one out, and Pete Alonso the batter. The slow-footed designated hitter. Perfect candidate for a double play if you can get him to hit it on the ground. First pitch swinging, chops the changeup off the plate. It's 0-1. Braves 4, Mets 3, top of the ninth inning. 2 on, 1 out. Double play. We'll be dancing in the streets. The 0-1. Down and away. 1-1. On deck is McNeil. Taylor in the hole. The 1-1. Swing pops it up. High in the sky. Brujan calling fair catch. He'll make the catch. And now there's 2 down. 2 on, 2 out. 1 out away from winning this game. The Braves would improve the season series record to 8-5. Hopefully this is the last batter we see for the Mets until 2026. Jeff McNeil. Comes to the plate. First pitch on the way. Slider down and in. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Marte now standing on deck. Swing pops it up. Will it stay in play? Matt Olson calling for it in the sunshine in Georgia. And that'll do it. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. Whiskey for my men. Beer for my horses. We prevent the sweep. We win the season series 8-5. And your Atlanta Braves. With Kinley getting the win, Iglesias' 22nd save. And I think the game ball, you could go a couple of different ways, but I'm going to go with the jerk store. Jerks and Profar, a walk. He went 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, and he made a nifty catch out there in the outfield. Braves win. Braves win. 4-3. And we'll see you tomorrow noon Eastern. Country Club members. Braves Country today. First pitch tomorrow night, 6:40. Go enjoy your Sunday afternoon, Braves Country.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.
Can I get another cigarette, please? Can I get another cigarette, please? Yeah, I know I live to regret it. Just give me another cigarette, please.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
To the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and crackers.